Was it on?
It is.
Oh.
Because of red eye.
Shit. Alright. Part 2, episode 14. Yeah, I got
Part 2.
I got the
Yeah, you got it right. Better than... Well, I think last time we were still kind of like... After
yeah.
Gone from Glory.
So part 2, episode 14. We're going to talk about something that Ian brought up to me.
Yeah.
Was, if you know a guy named Jeff Meacham, he's works for NoDQ.com. Big shout out to him. Good job. He also does his own thing called Talk Wrestling, and he does it by himself. It's a good thing. Also, he interviewed Rob Van Dam, Sandman, AJ,
Eli
Skipper. So he's got a little credibility. But what he brought up to me, I'll let him talk about this.
Well, Jeff Meacham helps run a wrestling promotion out west called Wild.
And it stands for? Is it like World International Ladies Division, something like that?
Yeah.
So yeah, it's abbreviated.
Women's Independent Ladies Division.
There you go. International.
I might be right. I might be wrong, but I think it's Women's Independent Ladies Division.
Yeah, but it's strictly ladies wrestling.
Yeah, women's wrestling, and they are on online, officialblogspot.wild.com.
Shut up.
Yeah.
So, but basically, Jeff Meacham, he helps run. I think run it or helps promote it or something like that.
He helps run it, and I think promote it too, because he's always
promoted. He's obviously going to promote it. So
yeah, he always talks about it in his videos.
I think it's a good job. I think it's a good thing. You
can go to NoDQ.com, and they always have his videos up, and hopefully we can get ours up there too.
Yeah, Jeff, you're listening. Please let us know how can we do that, please.
Jeff, Aaron, Rift.
Yeah, let us know, please.
But we wanted to shout that out because this also has kind of the reason I'm saying this, there's a reason. He made a video talking about women's wrestling and saying that women's wrestling especially in WWE,
bomb.
Yeah, it has really bombed.
Oh
but
my God.
TNA's got it going good, but there's some things that need to change. But he said most of where you find the great women's wrestling is in the independents.
That's good. That's true.
Glow,
like Shimmer,
Wild, Wrestlelicious, especially Shimmer. I think Shimmer are known as the #1 place because they have so many great women's wrestlers. Not divas. Wrestlers. Cheerleader Melissa, Amazing Kong, Mischief, who I found out honestly is a microbiologist when she's not wrestling.
Bullshit.
No, I'm serious.
How the hell did you find that?
Wiki? PWI Insider.
Nice.
PW Insider. But yeah, she was on.
Microbiologist. See, wrestlers are not that stupid.
Yeah, she was actually on PBS. So.
Oh shh.
If it was on PBS, trust me, I'm gonna believe it.
Yeah, it's legitimate.
So we got Mischief. Madison Eagles, the champion right now.
What's that new one? Brittany
Savage.
That's Brittany Savage.
Brittany Savage.
Yeah. No relation to Randy.
Brittany
Savage.
Force.
I'm sorry.
Brittany Force.
Rewind that. Yeah, I read about her in the new
PWI.
The ladies list.
Yeah.
The
Top 50.
Top 50 women's wrestlers. She's a new addition.
But you also had
ODB. Who else?
Roxy.
Nikki Roxy, yeah.
Dakota Wild.
Yep. Amber O'Neil. Becky Bayless. Who's now Cookie. Sorry, or Nookie.
Wookie.
She looks better than a Wookie.
No, she
looks better than an Ewok too.
Don't talk about Hornswoggle like that.
No, he's a midget. No, sorry, take that back. He's a leprechaun. He's a blueacon now. He's all blue. Yeah. Anyway, but yeah, like I said, women's wrestling. Keyword: wrestling. These are women who don't have to put their bodies on the line like men do, but they choose to.
Yeah.
Because they want to legitimize women's wrestling.
Legitimize it.
But they go to WWE. They'll, might as well crap on it, like they have been doing.
Yeah.
No offense to Natalia, who's trying to do something, I guess. Finally.
Yeah, and I wonder where Vince's head's at, because he had some great women's wrestlers, in his company for a long stretch.
Okay, he flirted with too many of them. They left.
And then yet, you also, had some women that weren't great wrestlers, but, could look good if the match was booked right.
Big fool! Sorry.
I'm talking about, I hate to say it, Stacy, I love you, but you were never really...
Tori.
God.
Ooh, God.
But, they looked good because the match was set up right for them.
Chrissy.
Ooh. Don't you dare say Ashley Massaro, because that match with Marlena was horrible.
I wasn't going to say anything.
Yeah. Ashley Massaro was good to look at. Don't put her in the ring.
No, she could not move a lick.
But
Maria was more improved than all of them.
Yeah. But Maria also, was very creative, and she wanted to do so many things, and it just got to the point where she couldn't do it, and she was like, fuck it, I'm done. But now you have...
I don't want to pick up her You Shoot video.
Now you have McFool, Layla, the Bellas,
Alicia,
God, Alicia, and Kelly, Eve.
Yeah, but I think two legitimate female wrestlers in WWE right now: Natalya and Gail Kim,
and Beth.
And Beth too. Well, Beth, please come back. What the fuck are you?
Beth Phoenix. These are three great women who can wrestle.
Yeah.
As opposed to just standing around and
prance around in
bathing suits and
one pieces now.
Lingerie and.
Well, they can't do lingerie now because it's PJ.
PJ.
Please, God help us.
God
damn.
You think we've done ranting about this? You are sorely mistaken.
We got 10 more episodes. 10 more episodes to do this too. So.
Yeah.
What we do is forever. I don't care. But Jeff Meacham, do a good job. Keep doing great work on ODQ and with Wild. And if you need any help with creative,
we wanted to talk about it. We wanted to let you all know because I think that this is going to be something really interesting. Every time that a new promotion comes up and is willing to concentrate fully on pure wrestling, ROH, then you've got a chance to,
it's got a chance to be successful. I think.
I actually sat back yesterday and I watched a couple of CZW videos. Oh my God, are you really serious?
Uh-oh. What's that?
Hardcore wrestling. This guy did a freaking Celtic cross off the top of a building through light tubes and tables.
Huh?
Yeah. Roof of the building, through the...
How far down?
I don't even want to know. I don't even want to think
about it. He had somebody in a Celtic cross and he dropped him?
Yeah.
He didn't die, did he?
No. That's not wrestling. That's just,
That's backyard wrestling to another level.
That is...
Besides, backyard wrestling is bullshit.
Yeah. Now, this is something we're going to get a chance to because we have the time. And I know I'm going to let Sean rant about it, too. Because we fucking hate this bullshit hardcore wrestling. Look, ECW is hardcore, but they also hosted some great wrestlers. I don't even think...
Are you talking about hardcore, just straight hardcore, or backyard wrestling?
Well, hardcore, and
like CCW.
Yeah. In ECW, Terry Funk said, Shane Douglas, Sandman, all these guys said that the reason they went out there and did that was to prove that they were that,
tough.
They were that tough. That hardcore wrestling means you go out there and you give 110% every time you step out from that curtain.
Yeah, hardcore is not just kendo sticks and tables and light tubes, and they wanted to show them that it's about passion for the wrestling business. That's what hardcore is.
Passion.
Like Ric Flair is hardcore. He's weapons. He's hardcore because he's wrestled for 40 freaking years. He wrestled two 1 hour matches in one night, 365 days a year. Was away from his family for majority of the career.
Dusty Rhodes did it.
That's hardcore.
Dusty Rhodes did it. Harley Race did it. So
McFoley did it. But
McFoley.
Majority was going to a table or jump off the cage.
But the thing is, Mick Foley gave his body.
Yeah, that's another thing, to give even body to the business.
And there's just one person who gave his body more than even Mick did. We got to name him, and that's fucking Sabu, baby. Sabu gave all of his body to the wrestling business. Yes, he's got a gash from here to here where he gashes up his arm open so deep.
And a barbed wire match with Terry Funk. And it's so deep, but they couldn't stitch it up right away. He taped it up and continued the fucking match.
Yeah. You had to use super glue to put it back together.
Yeah.
How tough. It's just, But now, I watched these videos, and what I saw was a bunch of guys hitting each other with
light tubes
and
barbed wire
and all this, and it was just like there's no psychology, there's no presence, there's no storytelling to it. It just seems like it's a bunch of bullshit.
Like, okay, I'll tell you one thing. When I was in the Navy, or a little bit after that, I bought Backyard Wrestling DVDs. You know, the company Backyard Wrestling, whatever the fuck ever it was. And they also had Major Guns in there, too, as a hotspot.
Yeah.
Anyway, Backyard Wrestling, you know, is banned from countries. No shit. You know, it's people, you know, kids, you know, or teenagers or young adults, like on trampolines or little bitty rings with water hoses for ropes, you know.
Yeah, the Hardys did that, but look where they are.
Yeah, but the thing is, you know, use light tube, barbed wire, attacks, anything. They're pretty much
staple guns.
Staple guns, you know. What the or wrestling on dirt or something. What the hell is that shit? You that's know? Not wrestling. That's worse than Jackass.
Yeah.
And speaking of Jackass, divert. Jackass 3, go see it.
Go see it.
Go, and I recommend do not eat during the movie or right before the movie. Yeah. Put it that way.
Yeah, well, that's all we're going to say.
But that backyard wrestling, bullshit. That's all it is.
Yeah. How can you do stuff like that? You know, a Celtic Cross is a dangerous move by itself.
Yeah, but off a building?
Off of a building and through, you know.
Light tubes?
Yeah, really?
Fluorescent light tubes.
Fluorescent light, which can kill you, literally.
Yeah. You know, shards of glass can get your eye.
Stuff that's inside of it can't get inside of you because it'll kill you. Yeah. Straight up. That's...
What the fuck are you thinking?
I mean, it's just like, okay, when you say, well, I saw Sandman, yeah, because the psychology was there.
And they put a disclaimer on for a fucking reason. Don't try this at home.
Yeah. See, that's the thing. This garbage wrestling,
that's it.
You know, that I see. Now I understand what Ric Flair was saying. It's supposed to be about pure wrestling.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be about one man or two men getting in the ring, going for 45 minutes to an hour.
Busting their ass.
Busting their ass and telling a great story.
Yeah.
I'm not saying the hardcore wrestling like they did in ECW was wrong. Yeah. I'm just saying
they had a story to it.
They had a story to it.
But backyard wrestling, no.
There was a psychology to it. You know, and I want to point out that the rivalry between Raven and Dreamer.
Oh, man.
God. I mean,
Raven and Sandman.
Raven and Sandman. They had great... The psychology, the way that they manipulated the emotions of the people inside the arena, the ECW arena, you know, that was where it was first. I mean, it was thought of, you know, Paul Lee, fucking intelligent. Great mind for the business.
Definitely.
And he was the guy who said, we're going to go this way, and we're going to do this, but let's make sure that we have an out, so when it finally gets done, you know, it makes sense.
True.
You know, and Sandman was never a great technical wrestler. He'll tell you that himself.
Yeah.
You know.
He wasn't really in best of shape either.
But the business had to change. ECW made the business change.
It's kind of like what Paulie said in the Rise of Paul ECW DVD.
Yeah.
He said he had to change the wrestling business the way music changed.
Yeah.
You know, because he was like, back then it was about hair bands, and then Nirvana came with punk.
It's just,
boom!
It's just like that.
And that's what he wanted to do for ECW.
Yeah, it basically changed it that quick.
So
there would not have been an Attitude Era had there not been an ECW.
But the backyard wrestling, cut the shit out.
It's
garbage, because if you see DVD, you want to throw it in the garbage. Or burn it, or whatever.
If you want to see great wrestling, there are many matches out there.
And also, great wrestling down here, too.
Yeah.
In South Carolina, OSCW.
Yeah, OSCW, Old School Championship Wrestling. The next one's going to be...
I think it's in December at the Omar Shrine. The next good show, I think.
Yeah.
Well, it's all good shows.
But we talked about that some videos back.
But anyway, yeah, great wrestling right now is Independence or TNA. That's pretty much it.
Yeah.
So, part 2 is done. We'll come back. More random stuff, I guess. Talk about bragging rights.
We got to talk about bragging rights.
Oh, boy. Later.